Hey, oh, hey everybody. Lionel with the Utterly Pointless channel. Heading out to work, but I just wanted to show you guys a crazy little four creature build that I got. You can add two other creatures, so it doesn't have to be Druid. It's not spec dependent, so you can throw this in pretty much anywhere, add two creatures, and get some jollies. So there should be a couple more satyrs running around here somewhere. There you go. All right. So watch this. I will show you the battle history after. Excuse my case of the mumbles and stumbles here. So pretty good fight. All I got was some damage from Zonte. So let's see what happened here. That was even the odds starting everything off. I got to deal damage with the corpse explosions. And that's it. So very short and sweet, and you may notice that they didn't land a single attack and they didn't cast a single spell. So let's try that again. And again with the corpse explosion, and that's built in with the anointment that I got. It's usually Trickster that I use, even the odds, and that ties in with Zonte's secondary trait, his fusion. Final excretion. So after an enemy dies, this creature casts corpse explosion. So it just made the fight a little bit quicker, but that had nothing to do with these creatures unable to cast any spells or attack. The secret lies here with the Banshee. So I have Master of Banshees on that. You'll see that I have 3 non-Banshees, so I'll explain that in a second. You guys have probably run into cockatrices somewhere in the game, but the sigil of the Banshee says, if all the creatures in your party are Banshees, enemies always have Scorned. So that turned off their attacks right there. Zonte's my offensive power here. And then Tech Reaper is very handy. Heart versus Cog. Your creatures deal 10% more damage for each creature that's been killed in the current battle. So again, that doesn't even have to do with the mechanic that I got here that turns off all attacks and turns off all spells, and even lets me go through Realm Instability 5 as I just did. I think War kept on doing a lot of damage to Zonte, so. And I've got a small boost here. Spell gems dealing 30% more damage each time they've been cast in current battle. And then again, I don't think the corpse explosion that was cast was actually part of a spell gem that was owned, so I don't know if that 30% bonus even applied. But as you can see, there was just absolutely no response on the enemy side, no attacking, and no spell casting. It's not to say that something like a Cerberus might wind up getting around that, or a Vulpes. So those two creatures, or a boss possibly with, I don't know what sort of complex programming there is to ignore this kind of cheesiness, but here is the other half, the other shoe dropping here on the enemy team, and that is what I used to think of as a very, very worthless fairy. The Rhododendron Fae, it could not cast any spells regardless of when you first summoned it, and no matter what you fused it with, and so it's got the Great Beyond. Its automatically cast spells have a 40% chance to be considered manually cast, but this creature cannot manually cast spells. So there you have it, a non-spell casting little fairy. But I threw on Improbable Catapult So that's the trait launcher basically that sends over a copy of this creature's first trait, its primary trait, to the entire other team. So what happens is every other enemy, um, I mean all enemies rather, not not the first, third, and fifth, but all enemies will pick up the trait here of the Great Beyond. So between the sigil here turning off all attacks and the fairy turning off all spells, you got nothing. So I hope this will help you get through. Um, the Banshee is a very difficult to find creature. I've only got one. I don't even think I see him out in the wild anywhere. Um, but they might just be all over the place. Um, but so anyway, you can go to the shrines for or the I don't know what they're called, like the Chaos Club, and like they have like all these magic guilds. That's right. So they have the guilds, and that's an advanced point in the game. I think it might be at level 500, but if you don't find a Banshee, just buy one with a lot of granite, and I believe, and so get that Banshee. It doesn't matter what kind. Just throw on that sigil. Um, Throw in whatever. I mean, you can throw anything on. You can even put, the second trait here for the rhododendron fay as, I don't know. You can make it like a Kraken trait that'll give all creatures on your side 200% extra stats as long as they don't gain or lose anything, which, by the way, does work with Disc of Creation if you're pulling your hair out trying to fit that one in. So that's it. That is the secret of my success here, getting through Realm Instability 5 non-druid with only 4 creatures, and one of them a fairy. So hope you enjoy. Hope you have a chance to work this great advanced build in. I'm not saying advanced on my side. It's basic like peanut butter and jelly, but you may have to kind of scrounge around for the components of it. But when you do get it, you're just gonna lull so hard. I mean, all the suffering that you've put in this game, just grinding and fighting with no special abilities or no spell gems or nothing, you're just gonna love it. So anyway, if you can, give it a try. If not, just drop everything you're doing and grind toward getting it, because it's awesome. You just take a look at your battle histories and you're going to see absolutely nothing. I mean, you might get dinged by war or some of these, realm properties, but that's it. So anyway, enjoy, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to like, subscribe, or share if you enjoy Siralim Ultimate. If you haven't tried Siralim, jeez, General Mills, maybe I need some Cheerios. That's not an endorsement, unless you'd like to pay me General Mills, but we can talk later. But yeah, grab your Cheerios, get gaming, and try to get this awesome build together, because it will solve so many problems. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, and share, please, if you can. That was what I meant to ramble about. And take care. Bye-bye. Oops. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Here's some wacky blooper bonus footage then. Get me out of here. I'm gonna try it without a map. See if I can test my memory. Oh, goodness. Never get old. The old joke is your memory's the first thing to go, and the other, I forget. Ooh, I got a project to turn in, and a little pro tip, as they used to call it back in the 80s. Always keep your projects filled up. Make sure you're doing something. And if you do wind up getting a special project here for God spawn, just make a note of which realm it is in, because there's no other way. I mean, when you look at your project description, you're going to be like, which one? So I've got Zonti's realm to go to for Elcor, I believe. That Elcor is amazing. It may just give your creatures um, one charge for all your spell gems, but if you get Astrologer, I believe, I think that nullifies that. So that's it. Ooh, prophecy line complete. So let me practice what I preach here and get something going. I'll try a nice pilgrimage. I gotta get some Keyforge stuff, so. Yeah, in general, just work on the god or avatar that likes you the least. Don't bother maxing out anything. And I'm gonna go get me another Banshee. I'll go show you what that's about. This is just turning into a big rabbit hole, but let's see. I think it's Sorcery Guild, is it? No, Death Guild. That's Death Guild. Alright. Phobos Banshee. Ooh, I bought it already. So maybe that charges back up. But yeah. So that's a whole bunch of stuff. Not really important. Haunt. Ooh. Sending somebody to the bottom of the timeline with Feared. I'll make a note of that. Alrighty. Well, that is that. So it takes a lot of granite. Yeah. Do I have on the Banshees? Yeah, let me see how rare those are for you guys. I know this is just turning into a big rambling session here. It's not BBW, it's BBS. Okay, Banshee Bard. No. Wow. So I guess the Banshee is something you have to really work at here. Let me see about summoning them. Of course, I would have had the Banshee in my party, so I don't know why I'm looking at an empty menagerie. Oh, new. Name, class, race. Okay. Animation. Ooh. No kidding. Oh, wow. No kidding. Sweet. Yeah, the Styx Banshee, I believe, is another primo creature, so. Let's see. You almost don't need these Banshees to add, but the thing is that if you're running into an unkillable boss, you may need to just put in some placeholder extra defense or healing, etc. So I'll just fill my party up, and yeah, look at that. Okay, so I got a full team. Again, just try to meta game here for any additional Banshees that you got. Just try to think of the couple of situations where you might really need to get aggressive and deal extra damage, like with Vertrag, where he puts a timer on and kills you, or fighting against what's his name? Jotun. Jotun, rather, pardon my Nordic manglings here. But yeah, if you have to fight him, maybe get him with some extra time walks, I guess. Possibly put Lister in instead of Zonti, which is what I should do in this upcoming fight. So I'll run through this 639th floor, take Zonti out, because he doesn't have to be casting corpse explosions with Jotun. And that's it. So let's see. I don't have anything really on Zonti I have to bother with. Let's see. Yeah, Lister's a cool dude. Let's see. All right. Oi, Lister. Hmm. So he stays defensive, and with Jotun, he just toys with you for a while. So I got Time Walk. Everybody will have Time Walk here, so... I don't think we really need to steal enemy spells that much. So there we go. Get you guys to the gym over here. Level up. I know I'm going to be wasting like 3,000. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Lister's got some flab. So, alright, this is really it. Gotta run to work. I'll do some extra fusings and run on to the Jotun fight. Or is it Hotun? Oh gosh. my cultural sensitivity is sadly zero. I thank anybody in Norway that doesn't want to come after me and fiercely yell their language proudly at me. So that's it. Goodbye, guys. I'm off to work.